Because I draw not country and civilization. My paintings about our civilization. Italian cities are the base. This is the basis that gave the patterns. Development for the world. Then how could people develop this pattern? The Roman Empire in their own country, shifting everything to your own way. It turned out good. It turned out bad. It doesn't matter. This is all the consequences. And the basis is the base of civilizatio, something that gave her strength, intelligence, and scalability. It was created in Italy. In these ancient cities, she was laid there, and I draw exactly that. A thing is stronger and smarter than a base on which our civilization could grow. If the base was different, perhaps we could not grow to our level, like now, and thus my paintings are different from those of all others who draw, and that's why my paintings are expensive enough. Look what I draw. You can in the profile cap and the description to the video. There are links to my gallery. Like, my name is Eduard Kichigin.
But isn't it easier to show render or 3D? Why draw by hand? And you understand what to show render or put 3D. It's to put the customer before the fact, with which he needs to either agree or disagree, or make edits. Does this not trigger you? And in this system of thinking, you can never make edits right now, right on the fly, right here in these 2 minutes, and you can't do anything about it. This is such a technology. She can't change what is in 2 minutes. 3D modeling and using sketching is very easy. On your running with renders and 3D models, people might not just have time. They need to look not at your beautiful renders, OT on your 3D models. They need to negotiate that project, which they agree with you. And essentially, only sketching is able to handle this situation. When you negotiate not just in words, but immediately in the moment you do some visual fixation of your project idea and changing that visual fixation. This is the moment of mutual understanding between the client and arrangements, which later ever will be fixed, and using 3D models and using presentation renders, packages of working documents. But the point of agreement and sale, she might be in this exact moment, a short moment. If you don't use it, then you go off on a much bigger waste of time. In this whole process, use sketching. This is really power. Lessons on my Italian sketching technique in the video description and in the profile cap. Like, repost.
Why even draw if there are 3Ds and Miorni? If there are modern neural networks, why draw with your hands even on an iPad? What are you, from the past? I constantly don't Ronco draw, for example, covers for their YouTube videos, and to draw abstract, plus minus some possible suitable cover, and then it takes a fair amount of tries, and something like a deal with conscience. You constantly have to bother with prompts, and you are always insecure about that. Will it get a good result? Can you get some abstract pic, but try to repeat it from a different angle? Try to edit her like this, like you need, and try to do it a few times. You will understand that a simple edit, even in regular Photoshop, much more efficient than working with a neural network. Receive abstract pictures such as clip art. Using a neural network is easy, but when you have some restrictions and some tasks and some level you need, this is getting unbearably hard. So neurons help, but not decided. iPad entertains me well because my sketching technique, formed in Italy and works perfectly on paper, turns out to be easy to transfer to and on iPad it works perfectly fine, and even more so in this 3D mode, can be done with great software. Drawing with hands didn't go anywhere, but the neural networks did not save you from anything. Just got a new tool, and new alarmists appeared. A lesson on my schedule in the description to the video and in the profile cap. Like, post a follow. And you saw the most beautiful in the interior art shop in the center of St. Petersburg. Similar to a museum, I constantly feel some sensation of aesthetic shock when I come here. Did you know that the Artists Union has its own store? Which one? Probably caters to the needs of the Artists Unio. Something tells me that this store adjusts to that. What do members of the Union of Artists buy for themselves? I was thinking the whole time, what can be, and I should look there and choose art materials. Maybe I'll see something there, what I don't see in other stores, but magic pills for creativity. Of course, I did not find it there, but what did I find? Exactly, it's such a sense of elitism and belonging. Very rare and valuable, which you definitely will not get in some art hypermarkets. And here it seems as if the presence of great For sure, all art tops of St. Petersburg were here, and me to some extent. I used to go to this particular store because it's an extra reason to visit the artist's union. Because it's an extra reason. Get out to the center of St. Petersburg. Imagine that I am an artist and dismiss this thought. Oh, I think in my conceit that I'm much cooler. Well, in general, the place is certainly amazing, as well as the historical center of St. Petersburg. How lucky I am to be born in this. I cannot pass like, repost a follow.